Alright, welcome back to Germany Turn 5. And the Germans are still on the offensive here. So for their purchases, they're going to be purchasing 10 infantry, 2 tanks, and 2 artillery. Now on to the combat movement. Okay, for the combat movement phase, first off, these fighter, tactical bomber, and destroyer from C-Zone 113 are going to attack the Russian submarine in C-Zone 114. They'll also be joined by a fighter that from Norway with a movement of 2. So the fighter Norway has 2 movement left, and the tactical bomber and the fighter from the carrier have 3 movement left. Next, the 7 infantry from Kaliningrad are going to move south and attack Novograd. That's going to be a walk-in. Next, the 6 infantry from Poland are going to attack eastern Poland, and they're going to be supported by a fighter and a tactical bomber. So they'll have, which will have 3 movement left in their gas gauges. And with 5 movement left in its gas gauge, the strategic bomber as well is going to join in that battle. Next, with 3 movement left in its gas gauge, the strategic bomber from Romania is going to move 3 and do a strategic bombing raid of Volgograd. And that is it for the combat movements. Now to roll the dice. Alright, the first battle is in eastern Poland, and it'll have 6 infantry, fighter, tactical bomber, and strategic bomber for the Germans, and 1 infantry for the Russians. The Russian infantry is a green dice. So I'm going to roll everything together here. And 2 hits by the Germans, and the Russians did not hit in return. So eastern Poland has been taken. Next will be the battle in C-Zone 114. So it's the 2 fighters, tactical bomber, and destroyer versus 1 submarine. The Soviet submarine is rolling the black dice. And the sub has been sunk without any retaliation. And lastly, the strategic bombing raid against Volgograd. The industrial complex's anti-air misses. And 5 plus 2 is 7, so it's fully maxed out at 6 damage. Okay, I'll reset the board up. Alright, now for the non-combat moves. First off, the strategic bomber here in Volgograd is going to fly back for 3 to Romania. And the strategic bomber, tactical bomber, and fighter that attacked eastern Poland are going to fly back and land in Poland. Next, all the units in Baltic states are going to move forward into Volgograd. So that's 23 infantry moving forward. The 4 artillery, the armor division, the anti-aircraft gun, and the 2 mechanized infantry divisions. Next, the 3 transports in C-Zone 113 are going to move to C-Zone 115 on the way through. They're going to be picking up the anti-aircraft gun from Western Germany, the armored and the artillery division that are in Germany, as well as the 3 infantry divisions left in Poland, and they're going to land everything into Novograd. As well, the carrier, battleship, and cruiser are all going to move up to here, and the fighter and tactical bombers from C-Zone 114 are going to move forward and land in C-Zone 115. The fighter that attacked there is going to land in Poland. Actually, no, it's going to land in Western Germany. The armored division in Poland is going to move forward up to Volgograd. Actually, correction on my last here. These 3 infantry divisions that were picked up here, none of them are going to be picked up from there. I'm going to pick up instead, they're going to pick up a infantry division from Norway, and 2 of these infantry divisions are going to be picked up from Poland. The 3 infantry we landed in Volgograd, and the 1 infantry division left in Poland is going to move forward to Baltic states. 1 armored division from France is going to move to and stop in southern Italy. And the destroyer from C-Zone 125 is going to move to and stop in C-Zone 110. Alright, for the place new units, in Western Germany, 10 infantry are going to be placed there. In Germany itself, 2 armored divisions and 2 artillery divisions are going to be built. And now for the recap. And so in Normandy, Bordeaux, there is an armored, an artillery, and an infantry divisions. France itself has 2 artillery. C-Zone 109 has a submarine on convoy duty. C-Zone 110 has a destroyer. Southern Italy has a mechanized infantry division and an armored division. Western Germany has 2 anti-aircraft guns, 3 fighters, and 12 infantry divisions. Denmark 1 infantry. Germany has a fighter, a tactical bomber, and 2 artillery and 2 armored divisions. Romania has a fighter, tactical bomber, and strategic bomber. Poland has 2 anti-aircraft guns, a fighter, a tactical bomber, and a strategic bomber. Eastern Poland has 6 infantry. Baltic states has 1 infantry. C-Zone 114 has 1 destroyer. C-Zone 115 has battleship, cruiser, carrier with a fighter and tactical bomber, and 3 transports. And I'm just going to pause it here and I'll count up all what's in Novograd. Alright, counting up everything in Novograd, it's 33 infantry, 3 armored, 2 mechanized infantry, 5 artillery, and 2 anti-aircraft guns. As well, correction from my last Italian turn, I made a mistake regarding my strategic bomber. He is actually going to be landing in Romania, so I'll correct that now. So, Germans now have they are at 47 on the production chart, and they have 2 national objectives, one for Leningrad and one for Scandinavian resources. So they are collecting 57 IPCs for next turn. Alright, on to the Russians.